to my receiver, which is only about 55 miles away, and then I'll run a news stream from there to my reload, which will be in Gadsden, Alabama. Okay, I'm currently in Commerce, Georgia, and I'll be delivering in Atlanta. Delivery time. Okay, now public. That's gonna be a short one. It's only a little, maybe an hour drive down there.
8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
I get there a little bit early, but it's all right. Today's one of those days I don't mind if it's okay if I burn a little bit of 14-hour clock. It should be okay. We'll find out, because I got my pickup to do in Alabama, but then after that we'll see how far I run before I run out of clock to work with. Okay, so my pickup in Alabama is at 1,300 a day. So factoring in time getting my load delivered, and then having to go across over to get my trailer washed out, and then deadhead over there, I'll probably be just in time getting there. Okay, give these messages. Air pressure down to 50. Yeah, probably because of my airbags. So I tried to get my airbags replaced, but freaking TA here said they won't replace parts that are driver supplied. They'll only replace parts that they supply. I'm like, well, you guys just lost business. And now even one of the employees in there was saying the same thing. So it's going to hurt the mechanics there because they're going to lose business from not being able to. From a lot of people not wanting to get their work done, because I run into the problem where they don't have the part I need. Now I have to sit there and wait for them to send a parts runner around to go get my part, and then they're going to charge a markup for it on top of it. I'm not okay with that. So I'll never have work done. Work done on. Again by TA if they're gonna pull that shit. I'll just go to Love's, I don't know, in Tupelo, Mississippi or something when I'm on my way across with that other load. Maybe I may shut down there and then have the shop do it there instead. We'll see. Just in case I need to get a hold of key, which I doubt. Come on. Freaking slow. Damn, Qualcomm is so slow. Hurry up. What is the hold up? To get rid of all my extra messages, and it's like watching paint dry waiting for this damn thing to do anything. Okay, I only ran 503 miles this week. I'm not particularly impressed with the way things have been running this week, but come on. Okay. have my airbags and be out there and listening to them as they inflate. Doing some stretching exercises with my foot last night kind of helped some. That's more credence to the thought that it might be plantar fasciitis.
You have 7 hours and 53 minutes of remaining drive time.
And 67.2 for the temps. So 220. 120. 66.23. Alright. Morning, Judy. Trash can I see back there? I think it is. Being at the trash can, I see a couple spots over. I'm gonna toss this. Bad news is my foot still hurts. Good news is I think the exercises I did with it, the stretching exercises, it seemed like it might have helped some. Oh yeah, same here. Yeah, correct. Clutch foot. Yeah, it's still pretty painful to walk on, but I'd say compared to yesterday, it's not as bad as it was yesterday, but it's still pretty bad. I had a little bit easier time walking up to the building and coming back and all that. Where's me, Shat? I got water. This is full of water. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I gotta stay away from that. Try to not stay away from, but cut back on the soda. Instead of sipping on soda all the time when I'm driving, like maybe when I'm out on my lunch break or something. Because I don't want to cut back too suddenly, because I know what that's like. Withdrawal symptoms from caffeine is not a good experience. Not a fun experience, I would say. I'm like completely sapped of energy and I'm a complete asshole when that happens. I don't want to be that way. So, alright, we get it rolling here. I might just keep doing the stretching exercises. At least because Andy was telling me about what he does for plantar fasciitis. And assuming that's what it even is, I don't even know. I mean, it could be a gout flare-up for all I know, but I doubt it. Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, this guy is gonna. Come on, pull out, dude. Don't make me regret going this way. What's this dude doing?
You have 7 hours and 48 minutes of remaining drive time.
Say, make up your mind, because I don't like confusion, especially if I'm gonna go in between you and another truck. And I know you're gonna turn in toward me. It makes me more concerned that you're gonna turn too early and take my nose off. Yeah, water's definitely better, and if it is a gout issue, maybe, because the water, now, gout flare-ups, if it is that, which I doubt, but it could be. That's all I'm saying. Because you get the crystals that congregate in your joints. They don't really pick up very well in water, but you can't get rid of them if they don't get into your basically get a chance to go through your kidneys and get passed out of your system. And kind of hard to do that if I don't have water in my system. I'm more apt to believe it's plantar fasciitis, though, based on the location. And like I said, last time I had the same exact problem, it lasted for a good couple of months. Gout flares don't take that long to go away. Not normally, but see, the thing is with gout. If you have your headlights on, I would have seen you a little bit more easily. Okay, anyway, with gout flare-ups, what happens is when you get the purines all building up in you that create the crystals that cause that, a lot of times what happens is it's they don't have a pathway out of your body because maybe there's either an overload of them too much of other stuff that needs to get processed out too. But usually, I think it's more so an overload of them because you're eating too much food that has purines. A high purine diet, they always say, is a contributor to gout. You'd be surprised at what stuff does and does not contribute to gout. Now they say they call it the disease of kings for a reason because of meats, but some meats are high and some meats are not so high. And then there are other items like dark greens, like avocados or
It's one hell of a ride.
avocados, broccoli. Spinach, all greens I'll actually touch. Those are actually high purine, so they actually contribute to gout.
I go down the damn road, but there ain't nobody going.
She says it's from eating spicy food. Interesting.
Oh, never mind. Where's it open up at down here? 3 lanes. Anybody know?
Sounds like there's some kind of traffic backup somewhere. I didn't take a look at the traffic conditions up here before I left, so I don't know what I'm dealing with. I left a little bit earlier just because I'm expecting, at least commute kind of traffic.
Hey, these four-wheelers back here behind these trucks, they hear which way. They want to go.
Yeah, but usually a gout flare-ups when I do.
I see a Swift up there holding us up.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's just moving. It's just a Swift keeping people from moving or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, gout usually starts at least, for a while it's just in the big toe mostly. But it can get pretty much any joint in your body. It just tends to go to the big toe, I think mainly because the gout crystals are not very soluble in water, and of course gravity puts them down there. Here's the Loves. I have a feeling I should have just came to the Loves yesterday because freaking TA wouldn't replace
I let you introduce some bitch wouldn't let me know a while ago. Didn't I tell y'all to play fair out there this morning?
Anyway, the TA wouldn't replace my airbags on my tractor because
There's too many trucks over in this parking lot, park at this entranceway. This Lowe's parking lot. Y'all need to get up and move these trucks out the way now. Let's go.
So definitely plenty of traffic out here. I see a lot of it's truck traffic. So from what Andy had told me before, and it reminded me again yesterday, the Achilles tendon has a lot to do with plantar fasciitis problems. So he had suggested going like a drugstore or whatever and getting these basically this foot brace that keeps your foot pointed upward when you're sleeping.
Well, I don't know why we in such a damn hurry. We're gonna get on down here and have to fucking stop. You know that.
Oh man, my wife has one of those what they were just talking about. It was cutting in and out, but I am at the 141, and that's probably what they were talking about, was that the cop watching traffic on the eastbound side, or northbound side, I mean.
Get this shit going again. God, he's working on it every day.
Doesn't do me any good to try to move over. God, even this light's getting slowed down a bit. Jefferson, 8 miles away, Atlanta, 59. My delivery's over on this side of Atlanta. It's only supposed to be about a 55-mile drive.
Northbound, how we looking at Atlanta down here?
It's now about 45 to go.
You ain't gonna answer, that figures. Got a fire waiting on your ass.
It's like, what's that, Total Transport or something? No, it's not Total, that's a Creed, isn't it? I think that's a Creed truck holding up the left lane. A little bit too far away to tell for sure, but looks like it could be Creed. Now watch, this pickup driver probably getting impatient. I bet you he's not even getting off the freeway at this next exit. These guys are just impatient assholes. All this is just because of one truck. You can't hang out behind another truck. That could be hit in two different ways. One, the truck that's trying to get around the other truck should have just stayed in the right lane, dealt with it. And also, the truck that he was passing, which looks like Wiley Sanders. If I'm guessing that's Wiley Sanders. He should have backed off his throttle to help Creed get by him, too. That would have cleared up the lane a lot faster and helped keep the traffic from bottling up. You get a pack of traffic, all it takes is one person having some kind of issue like a blown steer tire or not paying attention or whatever, then you get a pileup of a bad accident involving numerous vehicles. You don't want to be in that situation.
Somebody's still holding this damn left lane up. Probably a 68-mile-an-hour truck over here.
That truck driver get him.
Yeah, there was Wiley Sanders who was being passed, and I think that's Crete in front of them, but I don't know for sure. And then somebody's trying to get around Crete now, I believe, from what I can tell. I think somebody with roll-up doors or something from what I was seeing. There's just too much traffic in the other lane. Not really going to get me very far, and so I left a little bit early just to make sure I can get there before 8. They don't open until 8 anyway. When I get there, it'll probably be like a straight van or somebody there trying to deliver at the same time already anyway. I'm not overly concerned about getting there as fast as possible. And mixed up in right here, it looks like it might have an opening behind this Conestoga truck, but got an uphill grade, so in that case, I'll just stay here because I don't know that I can climb so well. If I know I can get around this flatbedder in front of me pretty fast, then going up the hill, then I would go ahead and do it, but can't be sure that I'd be able to outclimb them going up.
We got something down here running south, I know that. These fucking hills, they hold this left lane up. Damn, give a little respect, let some of this shit go.
I'm actually checked up myself too. No reason for me to hold up the left lane.
They damn sure somebody else. I can't see that far up there, but they 4 or 5 of them out here, damn ain't getting it.
Yeah, I just decided I'll just camp out behind this flatbedder in front of me.
These damn 4-wheelers, they flying down through here trying to get in the hole. They can't get in.
Morning, James. Time getting around earlier. I think Crete is the reason why we're having some of this problem. Crete held traffic up trying to get around him, and then someone else tried to get around him, and then I don't see Crete right in front of him anymore, so there's a chance that violent truck stop coming up here at exit 129. Route 53 at Brazelton and Winder, or whatever. Winder? I don't know. It's like, why are there not 3 lanes here? That's what's more maddening to me. Not so much. It looks to me like they have space there in the median to add a lane. The median doesn't. It has a. Oh, there it is. There we go. Here's the 3rd lane. So the median actually, the interstate construction standard for medians is actually less than, come on, slide over, dummy. Smaller than it is for the right shoulder. I want to say it's like 12 foot wide or something.
Yeah, I'm looking. I've been holding my age up.
I want to say it's 12 foot wide standard for the shoulder, and then 6 feet or so for the median, if I remember right. That's southbound side clearly needs to have that 3rd lane extended further up. As it turned out, I didn't have to even drive that far down the road before we got the 3rd lane, and it opened up some more, and I had a much easier time getting around the slower traffic. Because now the number 1 lane wasn't bogged down, and this guy's an idiot. This guy needs to get out of the lane. Express lanes begin ahead. Each pass required. Great, that's a hit. You need to be in the right lane. Now you got another truck on your ass too because you won't move. Pulling flatbed. Meanwhile, the guy's sitting there playing on his phone, right there on his steering wheel. Goes 1 mile left. Back over. If I catch up to Red Classic, it's only going to be because the traffic in front of him. Because he already passed me earlier, so... In other words, if we get to the point where I feel like I want to pass him, I'm not going to. Because I know that I'm only going to pass him because somebody else, not because of him. Lane close shit. I don't see a lane closure. No, I've gone more than a mile. keep swords, but you can't have guns? What the hell? State Route 20 coming out, Buford and Lawrenceville. You got to deal with those welfare checks, or I should say welfare searches. Northbound at Sewanee, half a mile. 3 miles out now from the customer. Sometimes there's a bottleneck where that highway merges in with here. right there. It'd be funny if it was my cousin and her husband. Because my cousin and her husband just started driving a street van. I don't think that's it, but they're on a higher security load, and she's not allowed to tell me which direction she's going until after she's already done with it. Katanas or sabers or something else or what? Machetes? I stay around 120 to 316 eastbound, Duluth and Lawrenceville. doesn't surprise me either, Sean. Because, I think it is what it is. People tend to be a little bit more concerned about the sanity of the person if they have a gun. I mean, if they have a sword. Versus if you have a gun, okay, that's just Second Amendment. You probably have. I think a lot of people believe that half everybody has a gun. Come on, SUV, quit camping out back there. Alright, Highway 378, Beaver Ruin Road. And not to mention, if you're unarmed and dealing with a person with a gun versus a person with a sword, I guess, well, there are different ways you can defend against a gun, but defending against a sword is a little bit more troublesome, I would call it. Not necessarily, I guess, but that's the complication of the fact that a person can stand at a further range. But then with a gun, they can stand further away in I-285, 6 to 8 minutes. up the road here, and it'll be a left turn onto, I forget what that other highway is. US 23, I think, is the one I want. Yeah, I'm pretty sure US 23 is the one I wanted to that I want to use. This way just a little bit more, and then be a left turn. Up to my interchange up here, I'm going to have to fight my way into that lane. Street up there is it. Yeah. Turn off of this street. I know I'm going to go right over some railroad tracks. I'm trying to remember the name of the street. Look for that gear. Green Brothers Earthworks. I'm turning onto is very, very close to the railroad tracks. I think it's a little bit further down. Yeah, I think it's on this street, but maybe right where I just saw that container truck turn right. I think that might be it. Yeah, Amweiler Road, that definitely is it. I remember that name. On a small street up here. That's about half an hour early. Is this the street right here? No. Alright, we got right curve and then right where the left curve starts, I think is where I did it. Right there at the light. Yeah. Right where that trash truck is coming out is where I'm turning. Small street. Space around the back of him. Perfect. Okay, it should be. I think it's the back side of this building here that this truck just pulled out of. Or is it? No, is it that? Or is it the next building? That's not it. Okay, yeah, it's the back side of this building here next to me. I just saw the Hilti logo on the front of the building. Nobody here yet. Wait. What am I seeing over there in front of there? Oh, it's just their van. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dock in right here next to their van. I'm going to go ahead and blindside in. Like I just beat another truck here too. Can't see where my trailer is. I was erring on the side of caution to stay away from the trying to stay away from the rail, but double check right now. Looks fine for space on the blind at the side I can't see, but well, which is not really both. But I don't have room to work with here, so we'll go ahead and use what space I can. Get my tractor to start following. Okay, so I'm back. That way. Now I can cut back hard. Yeah, a bit more, and then I'm gonna have to. Well, looks like tandems are right about where I want them to, but this is just not. I'd rather reset. I don't have enough room to get my tractor to line up, so that's why I want to reset. So I can leave my tractor more space to work with. This is, I mean, to me, this is good practice, so. Bit closer to the curb still than I want to. Not too tight up against the curb. I mean, not just the curb, but the trailer was starting to track right toward the ramp as well, and I don't want it doing that. Now it looks like it might be looking pretty good. So now I definitely have room to move my tractor a little bit more. Oh yeah. Now I can see my tandems through the flat mirror. Chase it down. Alright. All set. Now I'll set my rifle call. So 734. Yeah, it is a 10th, I think, right? Yep, sure is. Alright, so show you the difficulty I was having here, because you guys couldn't quite see exactly what I was dealing with. Okay, so the first comeback, I was a little concerned about getting my trailer too close to that rim, so I allowed it to swing a little bit wider, or keep rolling, whatever, instead of rotating, just to be sure that I wouldn't be too close to that ramp, because I couldn't see that ramp very well. I can kind of see it through my convex mirror here. This would be my convex mirror right there. I can kind of see it through there with my hood mirror, but it's not the easiest. Yeah, I can't really quite tell where I'm at exactly in relation to it. It's like I can see my trailer and I can see the mirror, the ramp, but I can't always tell where my trailer's at in relation to it through those mirrors. I need a flat mirror to be able to get a better gauge of the depth perception. And so I ended up swinging a little bit wider, but my tractor got a little bit too close to that curb there. And then also I was swinging wide enough where I was just a little concerned about how close I was to this little drop trailer here, this buck trailer. So that's why I ended up getting out, just to double check where I was at. I had a ton of room, but from the blind side, I couldn't tell that so well. I mean, when I was looking off to the right side, that was, I wasn't saying that. It gave me the impression that I didn't have as much room as I really had, so it always pays to go. And one of my tricks here when I'm blindsiding, for those, I don't know if somebody might watch this who drives for a living that's not good at blindsiding, I moved my flat mirror out with the motor. So I always keep this set on the right side, that way, because that's the most commonly adjusted side I need to work with. And then I can just move that out as much as I need it to. And I'll do that up until a point where I can't see the trailer anymore. Or I can't see the corner of the trailer or what I'm trying to maneuver it around. Once I get to that point, then I'll start cheating and either put my head way up here, up by my windshield, or like this time around I wasn't putting it up by the windshield, I was actually coming across that way because I'll come back, because I found that with this truck, when I'm getting closer to a jackknife position with the truck and trailer, I actually learned this when I was doing that backing in Phoenix. With that video I did with the two backings, the two blindside backings. So I had never actually tried it, and then that time I just leaned off to the side there, like that, where I'm still sitting in the seat and still have control of my pedals and all that. And I can look, and I was actually able to see the corner of my trailer through the door, or through the door window, whatever. I don't know that the fact that I'm tall really, it probably helps some, but some of these techniques I think might still work for a shorter person, because it's, because remember, my seat's also further back. If I was a shorter person, my seat would be further up. In fact, every time I get my truck worked on, I always had to slide my chair back again, because whoever was maintaining it is always somebody shorter, and I always slide my seat forward, and it's like uncomfortable, like I'm too close to the wheel and don't have leg room to work with, kind of thing. So anyway, I just slide, I look over that way, and then I can usually see the corner of my trailer, and possibly also whatever I'm trying to maneuver it around, and that helps me out. I still have a hard time getting the angle, like, okay, how far off is my tractor off tracking from the trailer? I can't tell if it's right at a jackknife or off in one way or another, and I need to be able to see the tandems to know that, because the trailer's going to do this anyway, but unless I can see the tandems to see if they're rolling at all, or if they're rolling forward or rolling backward, that's my feedback that tells me if I'm in the jackknife position, or if I'm something like that, or if I'm something like that. Because when I'm in between, if I'm at 90, the tank is not going to roll. It's just going to pivot right around, not even roll at all. But if I'm anywhere between here and there, or I'm straight back, the tandems are going to roll back and roll in the same direction that I'm moving the truck. So if I'm going backward, the tandems will also roll backward. If I'm between here and crunch, then the tandems will be rolling forward. So I got to really watch for that. But no matter what angle I'm at, if I'm in a max, if I'm steering to the max, I know that I'm not going to have a crunch as far as crunching the side of my truck with the trailer. Alright. Now, I could also, when I came into here, could also had some fun, and I mean, it made it easy. There's enough room there to do a U-turn. You can actually see where, because like that Super G or whatever that truck was that came in here behind me, that's actually all he did was come in here and do a U-turn and went back out. I don't know where he went after that, but last time I came here, I wasn't able to do that because there were drop trailers inside in the doors of that vendor over there, the takeaway movers or whatever, or whoever it is over on the end. But yeah, I could have sight-sided in by turning around first and then setting myself up for a sight-side. Yeah, you know, blindside practice is not a bad thing, especially when I have room to work with here to do it. I mean, because you can never get too much practice with honing skills. I can't get better at my hey, you guys see I didn't have a perfect time getting into this spot, and I can't get perfect whatever if I don't practice this kind of stuff. And it's so the more I do it, the more the better I'll get at it. And obviously I don't want to be blindsided more than necessary, but how can I get good at it if I don't practice it? You can't. So that's why I just chose to go ahead and do the blind side. It's this is a good place to practice it, I think. Alright, this. Alright. So I was gonna extract the piece of that video when I was in New Jersey the other day, when I was talking about Cody and my settlements, on why his settlement was lower and why mine was better, even though I didn't get as many miles. And I might just do it different, like a record, and have it look better and all that than what I did on there. So I'll probably work with that. And probably, I don't know, might get that posted before long too. Might not be today, but I don't know, we'll see. Alright, I don't know how long it's gonna go. They don't open for almost 20 more minutes, so, and then it's gonna take probably a good hour, I don't know, hour and a half or something like that after they're done, before I'll be out of here. So what I may go ahead and do is just get on, end the stream for now, and then when I'm done unloading here, I'll get another stream fired up, and we'll run from here to the Blue Beacon over on the other side of town, and then run from there over to Koch Foods to go pick up my reload over in Gadsden, Alabama. Alright guys, so how's that? We'll see you guys in, I don't know, maybe within the next couple hours I'll be back online. Alright? Thanks for watching, guys.